Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's case I'm going to be talking to you about is Angela Samota's case. So Angela Samota was born on September the 19th, 1964. Her name is Angela and her nickname is Angie Marie Samota. She was a 20-year-old junior at a Southern Methodist University in Dallas in Texas when her body was discovered from inside of her off-campus apartment. She was studying computer science and electrical engineering while also being a member of the Zeta Tau Alpha sorority. On the evening of October the 12th, 1984, Angie went to the state fair and then a club with two of her friends called Russell Buchanan and Anita Kadala. She had invited her boyfriend also, which is called Ben McCall. But he could not join them as he had to be very up early for his job, which is a construction supervisor. Afterwards, at about 1 a.m., Angie dropped off her friends at their homes before stopping by her boyfriend's place to say goodnight. As per Ben's accounts then, he subsequently got a call from his girlfriend at 1:45 a.m. wherein she stated that a man who had asked to use her phone and bathroom was in Amesbury Drive condo. It is not clear whether Angie had let him in or if he was already there when she had arrived back. Ben had stated that they had talked for a brief while before Angie said that she would call him right back and then hang up. But when that had never happened and she didn't pick up his call either, he even drove there. According to Ben's statements, he got no response when he had knocked on Angie's front door. So he tried to open it up himself, only to find that it was locked. Worried, Ben made use of his early generation mobile phone, and this was provided for work, and contacted the police. The authorities arrived at the scene shortly after 2:15 a.m. and this was on October the 23rd, 1984, and kicked down the door. They consequently found Angela Mary Samota's body. It was bloody and it was naked, and it was a dead body on her bed. An autopsy concluded that she had been raped and stabbed a total of 18 times, dying from the wounds directly to her chest, having injured her heart. Ben McCall, Russell Buchanan, and one of Angie's ex-boyfriends were all suspects at this time, and this was for a really long time. But with no concrete evidence tying either of them to the scene, they were never charged in any connection to the matter. During their examinations, the medical personnel had concluded that Angie's attacker was a non-sequitur, clearing both Ben and her ex-boyfriend, then Russell, the 23-year-old architect, living about a 5-minute walk away from Angie's condo. It was given a polygraph test which he had passed. The case went cold until it was reopened in 2006. That year then, Dallas Police Detective Linda Crum used DNA evidence from blood, semen and fingernail samples that was left at Angie's murder scene to try and find a match in a pre-existing criminal record. In 2008, the name Donald Andrew Best Jr. had popped up. At the time of Angie's brutal slaying, he had been on parole while serving a 25-year sentence for aggravated sexual assault and aggravated kidnapping. In 2008, Donald Best was already in jail again, serving a life sentence for another unrelated rape, assault and kidnapping. The DNA evidence was a perfect match to his. Born on September the 1st, 1948 in Jefferson County in Arkansas, Donald Andrew Best Jr. is apparently a serial rapist, having abused a myriad of women in his lifetime, apart from the 2 cases that he already been convicted of. When Donald stood trial then for the 3rd time, Angie's rape and murder, it was in 2010. Several women, including Donald's ex-wife, took the stand to testify how he had sexually assaulted them as well. With all the statements and DNA evidence, a jury subsequently found Donald Best guilty of all the charges that were against him, sentencing him to receive the death penalty. The appeals he has since filed has been rejected by the court, with the most recent one being in 2016. Therefore, Donald, age 72, is currently incarcerated at the Hospital Galveston Unit in Texas. He remains on death row with no execution date set as of yet. Ben McCall keeps himself well away from the spotlight. He doesn't talk about Angela's case to any news outlets or share much about his personal life on any social media platforms. Therefore, unfortunately, we have no way of figuring out exactly where he is or what he is up to. On the other hand, the main suspect in Angela's case, Russell Buchanan, doesn't mind talking about it. The successful architect in Dallas, Texas, with his own office in Greenville Avenue, says that it was a relief when Donald Best was finally convicted. Quote, "You don't realize how stressful it is until it is over. And then you're just physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted," he said. "That's when I think I finally realized that it was done, and that this chapter had finally been closed." Russell added that although he is an extremely private man, he doesn't mind the public attention that comes with his name being attached to Angela's case, as it is no source of any embarrassment for him. Quote, "I do not want this event to define who I am, but it will always be part of my life." Okay then everyone, so that is today's case. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I see you again next time. Take care.